Well, Ellis, yeah, congratulations on being an Olympian. Obviously, I know this experience didn't go the way you wanted it to go, but just give me your overall thoughts on the games and your first world team and Olympics.
Let's go coming into at the start of it at the beginning. Coming in with all the guys and just having that bond because we all had a common goal.
Yeah.
It was a fun experience. Way down training together and just sitting back in the room watching all the other events.
Yeah.
And, all of us, I feel like our team bonded even better, even more. And then at that point, that was as close as we were. And then as time got closer, we started to get closer to the tournament, and things got rolling. Everybody had their own mindset, their own frame, and we started to, branch off and do our own thing a little bit. And then into the tournament, we didn't perform how we were supposed to perform, as we projected ourselves to do. And I personally think that, along with Coach as well, everybody came out tight. A lot of people were nervous. I was nervous. It's my first big tournament like this, first senior tournament. But that's the difference between the best guys, and guys who don't make it as far. And a lot of people are hoping and wishing to win rather than take it. And even now watching the tournament, all the best people that do well, they go out there and they force their style and they just take the win. And they all go out there and put their hands on people and attack heavy and relentlessly. And you can't really sit by, and hope to win and, bank on the ref giving you the win and just bank on that person making a mistake. But you got to put the pressure on them and force them to make a mistake. Don't wait on it and rely on it. And for me, I started off slow in my first period. And that was a little bit of nerves, just getting out there and getting the feel for the mat and everything. And then second period, I started getting the ball rolling and wrestling and pushing my style. But at that point, I had a couple of takedowns that kind of, I messed up on. I was playing catch up, and when you're playing catch up in the match, especially after you lost a period, it's tough to come back, mentally and just going out there physically to come back and gain your posture and your composure,
right,
and get back in there and pick the win up. And so, I wish I would have had another chance. I wish he would have pulled me through the bracket, and I decided bracket was pretty tough. He ended up facing the world champ next, and I couldn't get that redemption. And that's how it is in these big tournaments.
Yeah.
You got to go out there first match and expect yourself to be an Olympic champ during that first match.
Coach Fraser's really good with the mental side of the game and preparing for these kind of events and just that mental toughness angle on things. Obviously you guys have talked for months and years about how to prepare for this. Was it more difficult than you thought? This being obviously your first World or Olympic experience, did it feel different out there? Were you surprised at how much pressure and how tight you were, or was it pretty much what you had expected?
It was exactly what I expected. It's just, I felt like I prepped myself right. I couldn't have been in a better position walking out there, stepping out there on that mat, mentally and physically. And then, when it hit the fan, things just changed instantly. That clock is moving so fast. You think 6 minutes feels like 30 seconds. It goes by so quick. Every takedown, every counter, every defense that you do to any takedown, everything happens so quick. And in my head, I was just the thing that worried me most is getting tired. Forcing my offense and then getting not being able to go on through the match and finish it off strong. Yeah. And when those points are scored and they're put on the board, it happened quick, and my reactions just weren't, they weren't right. Yeah.
Coach Fraser talked about, big changes need to be made in our Greco program and in our approach to Greco as a country, with being, folk style tournaments going on all year long, kids wrestling less and less freestyle, and for sure less and less Greco all the time. You guys don't just have goals set to win a medal or two next year at the Worlds and the next Olympics. You guys want to be the top Greco team in the world.
Yeah.
Talk to that a minute or two in regards to, what are some of these perspective and big changes that need to be made if U.S. Greco is going to be, the benchmark for Greco wrestling worldwide?
Personally, my take on everything is, the coaches don't wrestle for us. Each and every person that we had out there on that team, they're our Olympians. Each and every person could have came out there and got a medal. We all were capable of doing it. We all had the ability to do it. We're the best guys in America, and I mean, it's not the coach's fault. You know, it has nothing to do with the coaches, the way they run it, anything. You know, I think the mental game was just a big thing for our team. And a lot of guys didn't, you know, they didn't see themselves going out there and doing it and taking it. And we gave other countries too much respect. And I don't know if it's the fact that we haven't got medals these past 2 years, you know, and we hold these countries, you know, put them on a pedestal. We just hold them up high.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have the Olympic tournament. You got to come out there and wrestle regardless. And I think that there's a lot of stuff that tie into it with Greco not being as popular as folk style and not many people wrestling at a young age, starting from youth. And I mean, that obviously plays a big part of it. But then again, like, I mean, they have folk style collegiate wrestling from high school through college, and we still got people like Morals going out there getting medals and getting the best in the world down there, despite the fact that other countries wrestle freestyle year round.
Right.
But I mean, if you go hard, if you wrestle as hard as you can every match, you should win. So.
Yeah. Last question. I mean, you nearly hit a complete flying squirrel on Matt Lauer. I mean, you know he makes like $26 million a year. I mean, you had some. You had a difficult situation in your hands there with him off the mat. Was that one of the best highlights of your Olympic Games for you, Ellis?
That was the highlight of my Olympic Games. Just going out there doing that skit with Matt Lauer and Al Roker. That was pretty cool. It was fun the whole time. And he's a real good guy. Like, he kept it interesting, kept it fun, and Al at the same time too. So I love it.
Great. Thanks for your time, Ellis.